Hello, and thank you for attending this screencast, which objectives are to present you the network monitoring features in the SecurActive APS solution. During this overview, you will see how SecurActive APS can help you understand your network usage, identify applications and corresponding resource consumption, and know who is using resources and if this usage is relevant. Our customers achieve the following goals through SecurActive APS: keep the cost of their WAN under control, optimize their decisions for their infrastructure, deployment of new infrastructures, and also deployment of new applications on the network. We will start this demonstration with a central view among the network monitoring features in SecurActive APS. The source destination matrix, which is presenting you a global mapping of the flows in your network. You will see in the matrix in which cell represents the exchanges between a zone and another one. In this particular case, you will see a first example of detailed information with the exchanges between the WAN and headquarters. If we wish to go further in details, we will be able to explore all the sites that are making up the WAN of this company and know, among all the sites, which ones are the most resource consuming, and observe who is communicating with whom. What we have here is a matrix displaying volumes of communications between the sites with a corresponding range of colors. Blue means a traffic between the same zones. As you can see it on the top left, a traffic between headquarters and headquarters. The other colors correspond to the level of traffic exchanged between one site and another one. If we take the exchange between headquarters and the site in Turin into account, we can see that the volume of consumption is rather high. Two icons are appearing and will enable us to access, on the one hand, to a bandwidth chart displaying the evolution of the usage through time, and on the other hand, the icon represented by two arrows, we will have access to the list of conversations for the host that are communicating between each other located on both sites. If we click the bandwidth icon, we will of course get a bandwidth chart. This dashboard is displaying the flows going from headquarters to Turin and from Turin to the headquarters, split up by applications. This dashboard enables you to identify the different applications appearing through time. By highlighting a particular application, you can dig a little deeper and view, at one particular time scale, the conversations corresponding to the peak of traffic observed and know which hosts are causing this peak traffic by communicating between each other, ones generating a high amount of traffic. We can then easily add filters on these conversations to focus on one particular application. For example, we choose to only display the proxy application and determine which hosts for the proxy applications are generating the most traffic during the particular time scale. On the right of each IP address displayed in the dashboard, a small icon represented by binoculars will give access to the dashboard representing all traffic generated by this particular address. This dashboard will display a certain number of elements like the volumetry related to this particular address or the mapping of flows for this particular application. The first element we can observe is the list of resource-consuming conversations, a top of conversations that will enable you to know with which servers and hosts they are communicating and for which application. Below this list you can find some bandwidth charts that will display the exchanges from this host to the internet and from the internet to this host. Also are the exchanges from the local network to this host and from this host to the local network. This view allows us to understand the nature of the exchanges for this host for the traffic exchange with a local network and the outside in terms of applications used and the amount of volume. Of course, you can have access to other reports displaying volumetries and especially top reports. Let me give you an overview through the most significant dashboards like, for example, this list of top applications. It allows us to understand which applications are the most resource consuming between these two sites. In parallel to this view, we can also display a top server chart that we can also filter. Here we have selected only the servers located on the headquarters, and we can visualize right away the servers that are exchanging the most data on the network, which ones have the greatest number of packets or sessions uploaded on the network for a certain period of time. I hope that this overview enabled you to understand the goals that can be achieved through SecurActive APS. Should you need more detailed information, then do not hesitate to contact us directly or go to our website at www.securactive.net in order to find further information. Thanks a lot and talk to you soon.